Session 41, Nest of the Cavebound Horror, as told by Marder, council scribe and priestess of the Lord of Light. The tavern was thick with warmth and mead, yet the room fell quiet as I rose to speak. There were no flames in the hearth behind me, only the cracked stone and black ash where once a fire had burned. Instead, I brought the chill of the Muros with me and let the hush settle like frost on the windows. "Let me tell you," I said, "what I saw, what I learned, what they did." They set out before first light when the snow still crusted the road like a new scab. The peaks of Muros loomed distant, but none doubted the path. It led back to that cursed cave, the very same where months earlier a monastery had been silenced by divine fire, and a spider of monstrous size had fled deeper into the cliffs with her spawn. That morning our adventurers returned. Trug the Bug, heavy-footed and heavier-hearted, led the way with his maul across his back. Celira Dusku, cloaked in midnight blue and starlight, walked with head high and gaze far. Mix flitted between them, eyes wide with questions and pockets full of smoke and tricks. Vishy was there too, ever watching. Others joined them, steady folk of sword and spell. And one more still, a sellsword by the name of Dar, taken on near the gates. Open quote, "Pays good," Dar had said, adjusting his sword belt. "I don't care if it's a dragon or a demon. If it bleeds, I'll kill it." Close quote. They rode 2 days north, where the pines thin and the winds never stop whispering. It was on the third morning that they found it. A broken cart tipped on its side beside the frost-bitten road. The horse was long dead, its neck twisted, legs tangled in black silk. Near it, half buried in snow, was a family, 2 children, a father with arms outstretched, a mother still clutching her shawl wrapped in web like a shroud. They'd been drained, desiccated, emptied as if by thirsting roots. No struggle, no time. Trug lowered his head. Celira made the sign of the Moon Maiden, and they moved on, faster now. Beyond the cart lay the woods, thicker than they remembered. The trees had grown twisted, hunched like old men, and there, amid the trunks, the party found a nest, a true nest. The pines were webbed like a widow's veil. Great strands of silk shimmered in the pale light, skittering legs crossed the branches above, and then the spiders dropped. 3 of them, each the size of wolves, leapt from the canopy. Their fangs glistened, their mandibles clicked like bones. But our warriors did not falter. Mix shouted a word and lit the centre of the grove aflame. Spiders screeched and writhed in fire. Trug smashed one mid-leap, splattering its ichor into the snow. 2 bloated creatures, resembling men only in outline, shambled forward, brood tenders guiding smaller spawn. Celira danced between them, blade gleaming with moonlight. Vishy slipped behind one and severed its neck with silent efficiency. When the last spider burned, the nest collapsed. The trees fell quiet again, but the brood trail continued, upward. They climbed the Muros cliffs at dusk, stones slick with ice, the wind howling like some god had lost its child. Every handhold was peril, every breath stung. At one point Vishy slipped, nearly gone, had Dar not caught his arm and dragged him back with a grunt and no thanks asked. At the summit, they found her cave. Wide as a temple hall, the entrance yawned with darkness. Webs spilled from its mouth like smoke. They lit their torches and descended. The tunnels pulsed. Silk lined every surface, faintly luminescent. It lit their way like starlight on a frozen pond. Every step they took trembled through the cavern, and every tremble was felt. In the heart of the lair stood the egg sack. Twice as tall as any man, it pulsed slowly like a sleeping lung. Pale shapes shifted within, limbs, eyes, rows of teeth, and above it, clinging to the ceiling with legs like spears, she waited. The matron, 8 glowing red eyes blinked open. She did not hiss. She screamed. She fell upon them like a shadow unchained. Web shot across the cave. Mix and Celira were bound in place. Trug roared, broke free and charged. The matron met him mid-stride and hurled him aside like a doll. Vishy vanished in the chaos. Then a sharp crack. Celira's moonblade broke the web and she leapt into the air, carving a line down the matron's flank. Dar slashed at the legs, dodging a venom-dripping fang by inches. Mix conjured an illusion. Another spider, larger, male. For a flicker, the matron hesitated, just long enough. Vishy reappeared beside the egg sack, drove a dagger in deep and tore. The scream that followed split the cave and shook the stone. The matron flailed wildly. She struck the walls, the ceiling. Webs fell like snow. But rage is not enough. Trug rose, bleeding, and met her charge. With one mighty swing, his maul cracked her underbelly. Selira followed, her blade glowing with divine light, and drove it through the spider's head. Silence fell, a silence so deep it felt sacred. They burned the egg sack, took a fang the size of a sword, and in the silk they found treasure left behind by those long dead. A vial of venom, still potent, boots warm to the touch, untouched by frost, potions to climb or cure, silver tangled in old bones. They returned by moonlight, quiet, whole. So I tell you now, the brood is ended. The matron sleeps forever, but let no one forget how close it came. Let no one forget the peaks of Murrus, where silk is still strung between the trees. And let no one say they did not earn their silver. Drink to them, light the hearth, but keep your boots by the door. End of session 41. Silver awarded, bonus ACP granted for egg sack destroyed. The matron below is no more.